Yes, I'm bringing you another romance film, which is never overrated. So buckle up and let's fly to Taiwan. Man in Love was released in 2021 and directed by Yin Chen Hao. This movie is actually a remake of the South Korean movie called Man in Love, released in 2014, directed by Han Dong-wook and Yoo Gup-yeol. So if you've watched either of these versions, it's pretty much the same story. But if you haven't watched Man in Love, well, let me tell you about it. Meet Ah Cheng, played by Roy Chu, a debt collector for a loan shark named Sister Gai, played by Chung Sin Ling. For those who knows Ah Cheng, often portray him as approachable and understanding of other people's situation, and he's never one to throw punches, but doesn't hesitate to order his men to be violent when people don't pay up. Roy Chu actually did an amazing job playing Ah Cheng, that he was actually nominated and won Best Leading Actor at the Taipei Film Awards, which then tells me the acting in this movie is top notch. During his rounds of visiting and collecting from loners, Ah Cheng meets a beautiful Hao Ting, played by Tiffany An Su, who is debt-ridden with hospital bills due to her terminally ill father. At first meet, Hao Ting and Ah Cheng already clash, but Ah Cheng is also taken back by her fierce and witty personality, and so he plans to pursue Hao Ting. The chemistry between Roy and Tiffany was actually quite captivating in this movie, which then got me thinking how well were they getting along off screen. So, after a bit of Googling, I did find out they got married last month in December 2021, which actually explains to me why you get all these tingles while watching this movie. Anyways, back to the story. Hao Ting is desperate to pay her debts back if it means to be left alone by Ah Cheng. She asks her extended family for help, but with no luck. So she turns to Ah Cheng, who offers a deal that's hard for her to refuse. Date him, and he will lessen her debt for every date she goes with him. Well, if it means just eating and hanging out, then why not eat a meal with your debt collector and diminish your loan for every meal? Now, if only my mortgage loaners can do that for me. After a few dates, she slowly but surely warms up to Ah Cheng and sees what others see in him, kind-hearted and understanding. Until one day, Hao Ting witnesses Ah Cheng's violent temper, which takes their relationship 2 steps back. Hao Ting's father unexpectedly passes away, and with Ah Cheng's help, they set up a grand funeral and together perform a proper farewell. Hao Ting once again opened up to Ah Cheng after clearing all misunderstandings. How close will she allow herself to Ah Cheng, knowing he has a violent temper? Are their worlds too different, or is one ready to adapt to be in the other person's world? And let's not forget a loan shark's backbone being money, which they will collect no matter what the cost. Watch the ups and downs of these two lovebirds in Man in Love. This film actually has a little bit of everything and not just your typical romance story. It has a bit of action with Ah Cheng's gang debt collectors. It also has a little bit of comedy at the parts where Ah Cheng tries to pursue Hao Ting. And it also has a little bit of tearjerker moments, especially with Hao Ting's father passing away. If you're an easy crier like me, I highly suggest you have tissues in hand. I like how the characters are very relatable, especially how they portray normal debt-ridden people like us, which then makes the romantic scenes very desirable. My last thoughts in this movie, worth watching for 2 hours. Some of you hopeless romantics may even rate this a bit higher than me, but for me, there wasn't enough wow factor to stick into my mind, so I'll probably forget about this movie soon. Don't get me wrong, I'd watch this movie again if someone asked me to watch it with them. Also, it does exceed the romance category, even though it is a bit of a remake. And there's enough going on in the story that will keep you watching. If you've watched Man in Love before, comment below, let me know what you think. You may not necessarily agree with me, and again, all you hopeless romantics may even rate it 5 out of 5. Also, hit the like button if you want me to keep recommending you movies to binge watch. And also hit subscribe to keep up to date with the videos I release every week. And until next time, bye!